G'day mate, and welcome back to Capital History with me, Ginny. In our last episode, we got into farming. Got into farming in a really big way. That is, of course, wood farming. That was because we're a little bit short of wood. A little bit short on our wood. It's not good having short wood. And of course, wood is very, very important. It is used for the good old glass rocking chairs. I know it's not the main ingredient in the glass rocking chairs, but you do need a little bit of wood so you can whack some steel nails through it so you can apply, obviously glass sheets everywhere so we can have glass rocking chairs. It's also used in science, of course, and also construction parts. The construction parts were our biggest problem. We had no construction parts because we had no wood. Now, the good news is our wood problem is mostly solved, except, well, Mr. Shippy did get a message in a bottle, because that is how, modern messages work in Capital History, and it's how to grow your wood, how to make your wood longer. Yes, because we want longer wood. So we have a plan. We have a plan in today's episode to make our wood longer, because at the moment it arrives on the docks, and then it has to be trucked all the way into the crater. And today we're going to lengthen that wood by putting on some belts, some very, very long belts, so we can take it from our docks all the way into the depths of the crater. Yes, I'm going to be putting my wood in the depths of the crater, but that's not the only thing I'd like to do today. Today, I'd also like to get back to food processing, and of course, to do food processing, I need to explain the food processing rules, the food processing preparation rules. But before we get to any of that, I need to ask the very important questions, and that is, of course, can I borrow a like? I just like to borrow a like. I like to borrow a like early in the video. Not happy with the video? Didn't enjoy the video? Well, then you're not going to be enjoying my longer wood. As always, at the start of every episode, I like to thank those that go above and beyond, those that choose to support the channel. And today, we need to thank another wonderful Patreon member. Wonderful Patreon member whose name you will not believe is Mr. Wood. Mr. Wood, thank you so much for choosing to become a Patreon member. Thank you so much for choosing to support the channel, choosing to keep the dream alive. We're going to set you up with 2 trucky boys to make sure that, our wood problems are solved, because these boxes are still very, very empty, which probably means that wood's actually making it into the crater, which probably explains why we have some construction parts, which means we're going to need to get onto with today's business. First thing I need to do, obviously, is I need to upgrade the tuber captains, because I still need an escape plan. Should I ever get caught embezzling all the gold off the island. Of course, we're going to spend 20 uni quick delivering that. It is 600 construction parts, but it'll be okay. Next thing I want to do is we're going to come through here. I'm going to start making sure these pipes are all upgraded and built. It's possibly going to be important in the future that we have all the water hooked into all the farms. So I'd prefer to make sure that they're definitely done, along with all our belts, like so. Yep, that belt, all of those belts. We've got all those pipes done, and for the moment, we'll just get the U-shaped belts done. Yes. And fluid pipe, yeah, we can do the fluid pipe through to there. All right, that is the parts that I wanted to spend. Okay, I still have 900 construction parts and ghost pipes. Cool. If I have 900 construction parts, I want to drag and upgrade, and then drag uni across, all of those. These are not so construction part heavy, but they're definitely glass heavy. So, yes, glass is going to be our limiting factor, which is okay because glass doesn't need wood. Can I get another, I don't know, 5? That's 6. 6 will do. Can I uni upgrade those as well? As far as I know, everything's upgrading? No, one short. We are out of construction parts, not glass. Cool. All right, so that upgrades a bunch of farms, and that should be us hopefully up and running for right now. Actually, we might cancel these. Yeah, we'll cancel the ones that we couldn't do, because I'd like to still bank up some construction parts, because we need to get wood. We need to get our wood from right here all the way into the crater. That is going to be the most important plan, because as you can see, I have many trucks doing many deliveries, and that is less than ideal. So we're going to grab our wood. We're going to run it over here, and then over to this tile. Run it above our sulfur. and then start the process of trying to get into the crater, because, you know, it's a big hole that I really want to bury my wood in. So we'd prefer it if we at least got the wood there mostly automatically. Yeah. Can I set you actually to height 1? No, you okay, height 2 to there, but then you can't step up again. Height 2 to there. Height 3. Height 2. Height no. Come on, I just need you to build. I just need you to build. Yep, come out there at height 1. Perfect. Okay, after we get to here, we're going to go up above these pipes, and then I'm pretty sure I can get my belt through here. We're going to have a number of tight spaces we need to run my wood through. Very, 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 very important that we acknowledge that there is going to be some very tight spaces we need to get the wood through. So, yeah, hopefully it all works out well. But, yeah, something we need to be aware of, that there are going to be many, many tight holes to put the wood through. Okay, we need to bring the belt under this bridge. Which tile? That tile, that tile. Right, that tile, we're going to bring it through at height 1 rather than bring it down to ground level and then back up. And then, oh my gosh, yes, JD, about that. Okay, if I bring you to there, can I get you to... That would be ideal. Yeah, okay, that was easier than I thought. Sometimes it's easy to get your wood into a hole. Other times it is not. Okay, we're going to come out. We're going to have to zigzag out a tile. And then I'm pretty sure I need to stop here. Correct. All right. Important things. No, actually, way more important things. Can I stop here? Because I want to come up to height 1. Because currently we have everything raised up to height 1, which means trucks can get underneath. Where do I need to put pillars? I need to put a pillar there, a pillar there, a pillar there, a pillar at the corner, a pillar here, and here, and here. Cool. All right, we can plug it to there. That should get our first belt done and our second belt. I have taken the liberty of running all the belts down the ramps because, well, it sucks. We all know it sucks to run the belts down the ramps, and nobody needed to see that for the 103rd time. So we're just going to, well, have them pre-laid. This should be in and done, and we are still shipping rubber up. And obviously we're making rubber on site as well, and we're bringing back wood pretty much as fast as we can. Currently, I think my limitation is the small modules. The small modules move 90 per minute. You're bringing back 360, which is 4 months. 4 months to unload the ship. 3 months at sea. 3 months at sea. Yep. Which means a turnaround time of 7 months. If I upgrade these from a small module to a medium module, then they double their throughput. Let's just double check. Cargo docks. Unit module has a throughput of 90. You have a throughput of 180. So I could double their throughput for 1 extra maintenance, 1 extra person, probably an increased electrical cost, but we're not too worried about that. And then I could halve the fuel cost for the ship. We'll come back to that problem. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to have any movement on this belt because, as far as the game's concerned, it doesn't connect to anything. So we'll just put a T section there, and then you can start flowing. All right. Whilst we solve one problem at a time, we can see that the edging team that has been, pushing the edge all the time has run out of things to dig. We're going to send them... Thank you. Down to, well, the inside of the grader, and they can grab all the stuff that they've managed to push off the shelf and grab that instead. Okay. No. They're fine. They have a designation. There's just way too many trucks. Not enough targets. Yep, you're currently empty. You will refill. We have too many heart flowers. That's fine. Glass is low. Yeah, because I spent it all, but that'll refill in time. And I have 24 construction parts. Yay! All right. Where were we? So we've got the belt this far. It's slowly going to fill up with wood. Next thing I need to do is I need to continue with my wood belt. Now, as I don't have a lot of construction parts too, I'm going to intentionally downgrade to a tier 1 belt. Well, I don't have enough construction parts 3. Yep. So I'm going to intentionally downgrade to a worse belt. With the thought of, well, at least if the belt's done, I can then upgrade it afterwards. I need to bring the belt preferably to here at height 2. Again, so trucks can get under. And then, no, we're going to stop here. And then into here. And then into here. Okay. Whereupon we reach another tight spot. Another tight spot that I need to get the belt through. I need to get the belt through for a number of reasons. I also, well, I need to hook the belt into here because obviously we're going to run into the crater via the zigzag. So, you know, it's windy and twisty, you know, for the crater's pleasure. Yeah, as much back and forth as possible. Not up and down. That's entirely different. This is back and forth. All right. But I need to make sure trucks can get in this hole as well. It's very important you can get a big truck through a small hole. But that means I need to get my belt from left to the right, which is going to mean I need to put in a bridge. My problem is going to be where I put my bridge. I need to make sure that vehicles can use it to go, well, in and out. So if I look at the navigation, you can't access crap, even though that's built right on the edge. So let's remove that and move it back a tile. Navigation. You can make it across the bridge, but you can't make it any further. And you can definitely not go to the right anymore. Well, our left. Okay, so that's not going to work either. So I need to clear a bit of space. Now, bit of space. We're making acid here. Acid here obviously goes into copper plate. Also, acid here goes for a bit of a trip all the way through the factory to here to make glass mix. So I need to make sure that's plugged in as well. By the same token, I don't need this copper smelter. We haven't needed this copper smelter for quite some time. So we're going to remove that to start with. Oh boy, that's a lot of trucks. All right, I don't need the second one either. So we're going to remove that as well. That's going to give us a lot more room to play and do things. And then technically I don't need this tank anymore, I don't think. No, so we're going to remove you. We're going to remove you. We're going to press the delete button with the delete button. We're going to run this pipe directly into there. Okay, after you get there, we're going to flip that so at least you run the correct direction. We don't need that anymore. Technically, you're going to a building that's paused. Technically, we're making 24 copper, and technically, we're only using, well, 24 copper to make 24 electronics. But then again, of our 24 electronics we're making, we're only using 12 of them making vehicle parts 1. So, yeah, technically I don't need a lot of this running, but, you know, it's running currently. All right, the other thing I want to do is I want to plug into this pipe to take our acid across to our glass mix. But before I do that, can we just remove that part? Okay, can I bring my belts, my belty belts, which is hard up against the pipe. Okay, can I bring my belty belts over the top of that machine? I can. Okay, I have to get over the top of that machine. I need to work out exactly where we can put a bridge where things are going to work. So can we just leave that there? All right, bridge time, you. Okay, can I put my bridge all the way over here? Because we have dump trucks. Dump trucks are coming up and taking this corner nice and sharp to go around. Obviously, I need them to be able to come this way as well. So I'm hoping that that'll work. Can I look at your navigation? Yeah, that looks good. Build that. Double check with you. Yep. That looks all right. So we should be able to come from here then. I'm going to stay at height 2. I don't need to stay at height 2, but I'm going to stay at height 2. Can we come forward a tile? No. And then under... Oh. Can we not do that part in the middle? Okay, so can we get that built, and that part built, and that part built, and that part built, and that part removed, and you're a tier 1 built. You would like to build the tier 1. I'd like to upgrade to tier 2, and that should get us, well, at least into the crater. So after we've gone through our zigzag, all the way around the very edge of the zigzag, yep, we're sticking to the edge on this one too, that'll get us to here. Oh, there's still a lot of trucks going. I have no idea where they're going. It's fine. We have Scrooge McJetty. Scrooge McJetty has nothing to dig. Can you guys do me a favor? Can you, as gold is super important, at least to my retirement plans it is, can you go out 3 tiles in all directions? Cool. That should solve that problem. Low supply of mox rods. That is okay. We are completely out of mox rods. But what this reactor has done is it's basically been running doing a whole lot of nothing. It's done an awful lot of nothing for a very, very long time, and I'm actually perfectly okay with that. Our plan is that it's just going to, well, burn out the mox fuel, and then we'll look at retiring all the mox outfit for this and then swap it over to just normal fuel. So I'm just going to let this reactor burn out. I'm not worried. It'll finish what's on the belt. It'll finish what's in the connector. The box is definitely empty. We're going to leave the box just in case there is some over at uranium production. I doubt it, but you never know. And then we're going to, be happy there. All right, so wood on belts. Wood on belts. Wood working its way into the crater bit by bit. Yeah, we're halfway down the zigzag to start with. All right, that gets me to here. Now, from here, I need to get to this wood box. Yes. Which looks like a fairly straight shot, except knowing my luck, it won't be. So what we're going to do is, we'll start with the vehicle ramp, obviously. I can throw one of those right there. All right, we're going to grab, you're a tier 2 belt. I probably would prefer a tier 1. Oh, I got 300 constructed parts. Probably okay. If you go dead straight, you would end up, no. I think I want to go left tile. And then I want to go dead straight. Okay, after you get to there, no. After you get to here, hang on, that implies you can come forward 2 tiles. You can come forward 2 tiles. All right, after you get to here, you're going to go at height number 2, all the way through this spaghetti. That's not height 2. Height 2. Through here, right past our microchips. And then we're going to go not on our microchips, but we're going to go to the tile to the left of that. And I'm going to leave you right there because we're going to remove this pipe. This pipe has nothing in it but water. And we're going to get that out of our way. We're going to build that part. And then we're going to continue this along at height 2. Right the way up to that building. And then we're going to come to here. Yes. Okay. Once we get to there, we'll run our water pipe back over the top. You're built all the way back. Oh, no, you're not built all the way back. You didn't connect. Okay, can I put one of them there and one of them there? Can we delete 2 tiles off of that? Perfect. Build that. And then once you're built, we'll hit the... No, you're already belt mark 2. Okay. Cool. Belt mark 2. Belt mark 2 gets to here. Now, once we get to here, we are again having another tight spot that I need to squeeze through. And I need to get it into, well, the giant box of wood. But I also have a small problem. I have Fort Knox has a high supply of gold. So if Fort Knox has a high supply of gold, we will demand that we have another gold box. Fort box. Can I get a Fort box, please? For more gold storage. Cool. Edging team has no available designations to be mined. really, that would be correct. I don't have anything I really need done, so you guys might have to wait. We can tell that to go away, and we know about that. So we've emptied out the connector, and we still have 9 out of 9 on the belt. All right, we can ignore that for a little bit. All right, next thing is, okay, so we've got through to here. We've got another tight spot. I need to work out how the hell we're going to get through it. All right. What I need to do is I need to get into this wooden box. I also need to make sure that trucks can still access this. This is the main box for electronics. It's sort of important that the trucks can access it. But there's some logistics in the way. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove the electronics 2 all the way back to there. So then I can drop it down to height 1. And I want to put a support here. And then a support here, and then plug that in there. Okay, so with that moved, I also want to remove this water pipe as well. And then we can run this one, height 3 over the top, out one tile, have you come down to height 2, and then there. Nope. So close and yet so far. Plug in. Thank you. Okay. So that should be wood hooked up from end to end. On top of that, we can grab our water pipe and run that back over the top. Okay, so that should be wood plugged in. There is already 1,500 wood on the belt, plus there is however much back at the dock. And now I can honestly say I am shoving my wood into the crater as fast as possible, or at least the speed of 200. We're going to stop importing rubber. We're going to also stop exporting wood. 90 construction parts. Totally worth it. Can I upgrade you and upgrade you? We're going to upgrade both those boxes, and then I think I'm going to be happy with our wood. Don't care. You need to not have that alert. Yeah, okay. That should be everything we need. All right, so next on our list is food production. Food production. We're not quite there yet. There's definitely still some scaffolding laying around, but we're getting close. All right, back to our story. Food production. Now, food production, I need to have some base rules. We're going to have some base rules. That we need to abide by, and these are going to be very, very, very important. Okay, first off, as we have all the food, 200 construction plants, upgrade, build. Yes. As I have all the food is going to come out on, well, three belts from these farms, two belts, U-shaped belts. I'm only talking about the U-shaped belts for right at the moment on that row of farms, and then they're all going to sort of come down here as one giant, great big mixed up lump of materials. Okay, so the important ground rules we need to cover is number 1, I need to sort everything off of these 4 belts. Okay, very, very important. Number 2, I need an overflow for every single item. So whether it be soybean, or whether it be canola, or whether it be sugarcane, or whether it be wheat, doesn't matter. I need to have an overflow. Every single item must have an overflow, okay? Because I cannot let, no matter what, I cannot let these 4 belts ever stop moving. But there are some exceptions to that rule. That won't have an overflow. Technically, they'll have an overflow, but not really have an overflow. We'll get into the weeds of that in a second. Number 3, important rule number 3 is nothing can stop moving. These 4 belts need to run at all times, no matter what. Okay. Number 4 is external input. I have a couple of items that need to come in externally. So for our making of tofu, the all-important tofu, the only food that people eat that happens to come from waste products, we need to have water, sulfur, and limestone. So there's 3 inputs. On top of that, I need, I think it's that one. No, it's that one. I need to have salt and plastic. Okay, that is our 5 inputs. I need to have 5 inputs total that are not part of this build. They need to come in from externally. We already have the water sorted out right here in a giant water tank. So that is one of our inputs solved. The next 2 being sulfur and limestone only go into tofu, so we can sort of rule those out as well, which just leaves me salt and plastic. Salt goes into it goes into meat, it goes into sausages, and it goes into snacks. Yes, so it goes into those 3 builds, and plastic only goes to snacks. Okay, so that was the 5th item, the 4th and the 5th item. 4th and 5th item. Okay, and then the last rule is, well, there's going to be a lot of belts. There's going to be a lot of belts because we have a lot of things we need to work out. First thing we're going to be working out is, well, sorting. Okay, so I need to have transports. We need to have a belt, a belt, and a belt. Okay. After I have some belts, I then need a sorter. Okay. After I have a sorter, I need this belt to get the hell out of the way so I can put another sorter as close to the first one as possible. Okay. Then you're going to have to go that way. And you will have to have another sorter here. And go there, and then I should be able to do some sort of copy like that, and that should line up with the next one. And I need to have 4 sorters. So I need to have 4 sorters resembling something like that. Don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but it's going to look something like that. All right, and we'll call that about center. All right, next thing I need is I need a U-shaped balancer. Okay, obviously once this stuff comes off, we're going to have to balance it and run it through a balancer before we, well, fit it into the giant storage tank of all the food. And again, space is at a premium, so I need to make sure I'm very, very careful about how I hook things up. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, so I need you to go forward 1 tile. So we're going to go out of this balancer into there, out of that balancer into there, out of that balancer, balancer, sorter, out of that sorter, out of that sorter, out of that sorter, out of that sorter. Cool. Next on my list is we're going to actually have this one duck closer and then go in, because again, space is a premium. So I need to also get these belts down to ground level as fast as possible, because potentially I need to put another balancer like right here. I can't make you live there, but I can put you over the top and cut you. Yes, I need to be able to put another balancer right here for the next food type. Okay. Next up, we need to conserve every single tile. I need to, after I've sorted the different food types off this balancer, or off this sorter, and then run it through a balancer, which is going to have a priority output into there and there, I can then put it into a tank, a bucket, a container of some sort. And that's our step 1. Our step 1 solution is right here. This is going to be how we're going to be sorting our first food item, which I'm going to remove that filter. And if I've done this correctly, you should tile directly into you. You don't tile directly into you. Okay, so we need to do some modifications. I need to bring that belt down. And I need to do the same, the first 3 tiles here. Bring this belt down as well. Okay, now we should be able to cut that. And then I should be able to copy this build and paste it there. And everything should line up beautifully. Okay. Can I go there to there? All right, our first little baby balancer is going to be right here. All right, we have truck cannot reach destination. Which destination? Wherefore you try to go? You're trying to go there. Please don't go there. Export off, more off, all the off. Go to this one, it's closer. Edge team storage push low supply inner rubber. Rubber should refill, right? Providing I don't build too many belts. Yeah, about that. Okay. Alright, so we have our first lot of sorting. Okay, with my first lot of sorting, I also need to, just as importantly, get the belts lined up and into position. So the first belt's going to have to come in there. My second belt can technically stay high. Okay, my third belt. Has stuff to do with the flat belts. The flat belts coming through as well. Alright, our third belt can come down, across, and then down, and we'll see where that lines up. Yeah. You're gonna have to go already. Okay. Sure, if I'm gonna accidentally cut it. Okay. Can I remove? No. Just remove the whole thing. Alright, we're gonna have to bring you down. Come on. Ah, right. 2 to there. Then you'll need to come. Yeah, that's not gonna work for me. Okay. New ideas. Okay. If you want it height 3, straight across to this tile, and then straight down. Okay. Can I get the flat belt? Which will need that tile removed as well. I can get you to go over the top. Okay, we'll come back to that idea. You height 3 down to ground level. Okay, now can I get my flat belt to go over the top? No. So ideally, I need to get at least one of those belts dropped down in height slightly. Okay, so we're going to remove you. We're going to come from here. Height 2 to there, then to there, and then to there. Okay, now... Okay, so now you can work out how to do that. The other belt, I can probably twist and turn my way out. Probably. Because I need to also make sure that flat belts obviously get out of this spaghetti that we've put them into. Okay. In saying that, you stick at a butt ton. Okay, quick redesign. Can I put you here? Right, if I did you first. So bring that along there. We bring you in at height 1, down to ground level as soon as possible. Then we put in your filter. And then the next one goes there with a filter there. And then the next one goes here with a filter here. There to there. Okay, but then I'd have to remove that. I'd have to bring you in at height 1. I'd have to bring you in at height 1 as well. No. Can I get our balancing friend? Our balancing friend needs to go into this tile. So we need to plug into the back of that, into the back of that, into the side of that. Bring this one out of the way. So now your belt can come down to ground level. Everybody else can be at height 1, which means that's the original. Put that to one side. That's our new one, which we're going to put right here. We're going to run this belt to here, and this belt to, nope, here, then up one. And you are going to do the same. Okay, that looks like it works. Yep, those all go green. Okay, so if they all go green, can I put you here? Can we cut our original and put it to one side? Put this one in its place. Because I can have you and you be higher up. So you would only have to come down to this level. And you would also have to come to the same level. That can then slid it up to... Okay, that one. But I can raise you back up. I can run that into there. And that is our third, fourth, fifth belt, whatever it is, and final belt. Okay, so that is step one. Step one is now complete. We have some way to, well, filter what's going to come down the belts. All right, and you go there. Cool. Can I remove that? All right. Can I copy that bit? And we'll put that bit here. We'll put this bit here. And check your balancer on the off chance it's somehow broken. We don't have one. Okay, so you're gonna prioritize into the bucket. All right, so first bucket is gonna be soybeans. Okay, soybeans for the first one. All right, then we need the soybean build. And for the moment, I'm just gonna copy things. We're gonna be putting a lot of things roughly in place and then coming back and working out the details later, because there's a number of details I need to work out. Also, the other thing I'm going to need is a couple of small storage containers, just so we know where things are. You are going to be sulfur. S for sulfur. Cool. And S for limestone. And salt. Salt and the other ones can wait. Okay. So, because these are only coming into this build, I think what we're going to do, and we might just pre-plan it out a certain bit, we're going to have you come in at height number 1, and you will literally just run, well, 2 there. So it will be 2 tiles further to the south. Okay, nope, 1 tile. Okay. Alright, so you should now line up. Yeah, okay, so that's 1 tile. That is 2 tiles. All right, so that'll be our sulfur and our limestone. On top of that, we need to bring in water. Water's obviously going to come from giant water tank up in the, well, up above where the farms are, and that's step number 1. Now, ooh, soybean. Soybean needs an exit. It needs an overflow. So we're going to put the overflow on the back. The idea is only once the tank is full, the bucket is full, the whatever is full, that's when we'll get rid of the excess. Okay. Next up on our list, and this is probably as far as we're going to get for today, is going to be this one. It's going to be canola. Now, before I do canola, I need to copy you and take you over here. You should drop straight into place with all the arrows going to go bright green for me. Thank you. And you are going to be doing canola. Now, canola, we're going to put over here as best as possible. Canola needs to come out of the machine. and plug in there. But, there's a couple of other things that need to happen. I need to have a balancer on my balancer. Because when it comes to my soybeans, I want to be able to push them in to, well, the exact same build to, if we don't have any canola, at least I can make cooking oil from soybeans. Okay. I copy you, and we're going to put you in here. And I'm going to have a priority input from our canola. The reason I'm going to do that is canola only gets turned into cooking oil. It can't be turned into anything else. That is the only item it gets turned into. So therefore, I need to make sure that it has a way to go, well, into this build as the primary. All right, that does not change the fact that I still have another overflow that's going to go off to animal feed eventually, and you are going to be the priority. No priority, because I want soy to come here first. All right, from there we have sugar, which goes straight to sugar cane. So yes, sugar only has one recipe. That is sugar. Well, sugar cane only has one recipe. That being sugar. So that makes my life a little bit easier. I'm going to put you down as the next build. On top of that, I'm going to need another one of these, which we will be snapping straight onto the edge of that. You are going to be canola, and you will also be sugar cane. Okay. I've still got to set all the filters on all the sorters, but that's okay. All right, so sugar only has one option, and that one option being it goes straight into you. No, you. It goes into you. Okay. Can I? Yes. If I plug that into there, we should be good. I'll need to bring water in. Water will happen from the previous build, and that is at height 3. So it should be just bring a water line from wherever it's hiding out. No. I'd like a pipe, please. Alright, we're going to go to there. We're going to go to there. Oh, and you're at a different height? Everywhere's a different height. Okay, turns out you're not at height 3, you're at height 2. Water. That one. Nope. That one. All right, that'll plug water into there. That's like our first steps, our first little baby steps. Now, obviously, with us now having sugar, I need to make a decision. Are we going to do just food processing, or do I want to do food processing and at the same time do medical processing? Because, well, we have our these ones. Our very first stage are antibiotics right here. It does mean that I need to make ammonia on site, which we can honestly do by just taking some water, turn it to hydrogen, and then adding some nitrogen to it. And the good news is, well, that's all fairly easy to do. We can sort of do that in a little self-contained tiny little build here. But that's something I need to make a decision about in the next episode, because I'm already out of time. The good news is we now have wood in the crater. We also have 1.9 construction parts, which means I should be able to do that and that and 1.6. Cool. We should also be able to do that. Yep, they're upgrading. 1.2. Sure. And rub all of those with uni. No. 70 parts. I'm out of glass. Never mind. Cancel. And cancel. Also, yet another cancel. Okay, so my shortage is now glass, which is way better than construction parts. Also means that I can probably turn you back on for the extra 5+ unity we're going to get. Also means that we can jump back into research and wait till next episode. Wait till next episode. That's all right. That's all right. We've got some farms being upgraded. We have the very, very happy people getting all their glass rocking chairs again, which means, yes, we should have plenty of unity next month. Also means that, yes, I need to leave this episode here. We've made a lot of progress, an awful lot of progress, you might say. And next episode, we definitely need to continue with the food processing, the thoughts around the food processing. Also, I need to work out how wide this gap needs to be between, well, storage and production. Yeah, which we're only going to work out after we work out which belts need to go where. But, like I said, I'm going to leave this video here. As always, thank you for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. And I'll see you in the very next video. All right, bye.